All right, so what is Asperger's? All right, if you think of the brain has two processors. So you've got an analytic processor, and then you've got an empathetic processor. So analytic, empathetic. So when you receive information from the world around you, touch, sense, touch, smell, taste, see, hear, through your five senses, whatever, what you're going to get, I'm going to turn this down. What you're going to end up getting is that information is going to go to one of the processors to get filtered. So it gets filtered by the analytic, or it gets filtered by the empathetic. Naturally, when a human looks at another human, that data gets routed to the empathetic processor, or at least portions of it do. So facial expression, body gesture, sound, tone of voice, all of that information gets read through the empathetic processor. Whereas, other basic things, color, size, weight, height, whatever, all of that stuff gets routed to the analytic processor. So if you look at a rock, you see how big it is, you see the color it is, you see the texture, you see a lot of information. That data is analytic data. But you don't sit there and think about the rock's feelings today. There's nothing for you to grab onto. So natively, this is actually kind of hard for people to grasp. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't quite get this. So to those in the audience, some people have interacted with cats or dogs or some form of pet, some form of other animal that they've grown used to. And to a person that's a dog person, they can look at a dog and they can tell, hey, the dog's excited. Ooh, the dog's kind of anxious. Dog's hungry. Dog's this, dog's that. They can read and they can empathize. They can pull that information, run it through the processor, and then it coughs out the result because they know what signs to look for. The way the tail is moving, the way the ears are positioned, the sound of the bark. Now, imagine if you know that information with a dog, how would you have any idea how a turtle is feeling? Or a fish? Turtle just sits there looking like a turtle. Okay, cool. Fish just swims around. How do you know if the fish is having a good day that day? Like, there's nothing for your mind to grip onto to run it through the empathetic processor. Well, somebody with Asperger's, they natively route no information to the empathetic processor. They just analyze it all. So facial expression, tone of voice, sarcasm, use of language, all that stuff, thrown out, completely irrelevant data. Again, looking at a turtle, you just don't get it. It's something that you can learn to factor in, but natively, like the way the body works, routes information, you have this disconnect. So this can manifest in language. So when I express stuff, when I talk about things, you can see that happen as well.